Good morning, student. Let's start today's class. In today's class, we are going to discuss about congestion control. Okay. In previous class we have seen that what is the congestion and how it happened. Okay. So in today's class we have seen we will see that how this congestion can control. Okay. Then the strategy of the congestion control. Okay. Then congestion control, the congestion control refer the technique or mechanism that can either prevent congestion before it happen or remove congestion after it has happened. Okay. That means there is two type of techniques. Okay. One is in one technique we have prevent the congestion before it happening in the receiver source and source in the source, and the next one is uh, we can control the congestion after it happened in the source. Okay, there are two types of congestion techniques. Okay, and this can be and these two type of categories is open loop congestion. This is congestion control is two types: open loop congestion and closed loop congestion. Open loop is preventive, that means before happening we can control. We here in this technique we can control. Okay. In closed loop congestion, after congestion we can control. Okay. So now let us discuss about the open loop. And open loop congestion, there are retransmission policy. There are very many policies as they are in this uh, in this uh, in this control system. Okay. So this in open loop conversation, the retransmission policy are there, window policy are there, acknowledgement policy are there. Okay. Discarding policy is there, and administration policy is there. Now let us discuss about the open loop congestion control. Okay. Procedure briefly. Okay. Now, open loop congestion control. Okay, in open loop congestion control, policies are applied to prevent, okay, congestion before it happened. Okay, so this open loop is a preventive. Okay, when we get or when we take preventive for preventive medicine, when that means uh, now let's example nowadays corona is heavily spread and we take preventive. Okay. Preventive means this vaccination we this Covishield or Covaxin vaccination is a preventive. Okay. So this preventive, we take this preventive medicine before the corona happened in our body or corona attacked in our body. Okay. So that type of medicine is called preventive medicine. Okay. Here also whenever the congestion happen, before that we take measurement or or control system or control policies. That policy is called preventive policies. Okay. Or open loop congestion control policy. Okay. Now, and congestion control is handled by either the source or the destination. Okay. This congestion control, okay, may be handled or processed by source and or receiver end. Okay. We give a brief list of the policy that can be prevent congestion. Okay. The first one is retransmission policy. Okay. Retransmission is sometime uh, unavoidable. Okay. If the sender feel that a sent packet is lost or corrupted, the packet need to be transmitted. Okay. So retransmission is generally may increase congestion in the network. However, a good transmission policy can prevent congestion. Okay. The transmission policy and the retransmission policy and the retransmission timer must be designed to optimize efficiency. Okay. Now, and at the same time prevent congestion. For example, the transmission policy used by TCP explained later, okay, is designed to prevent and evaluate congestion. Okay. So retransmission policy is easy, maybe uh, reduce the congestion or increase the congestion. Okay. Because whenever the sender or receiver, okay, feel that uh, or sorry, the sender feel that the sending that packet is lost, okay, or corrupted. In that time it retransmit or resend uh, the packets, okay. Now the rest uh, the rest policy, okay. The rest policy is the next policy is window policy, okay. The type of the type of window at the sender may also affect congestion, okay. The selective repeat the selective repeat window is better than the go back and window for the congestion control. We see that windows, okay, in the transmission section, okay. That the procedure of transmission is go back and transmission, okay, and a repeat window. There is a window, okay. That means there is a frame consist that there is a window, okay, in sender and receiver, and that window is transmitting, and window have so many frames. That window, okay, that window, okay, that window congestion control. In the go back and window, when the number of packet timed out, okay, several packets may be resent, okay, although some may be arrived safe or sound at the receiver. This duplication may make the conversation worst, okay. The selective repeat window, okay. The selective repeat window on the other hand raises to send the specific packets that have been lost or corrupted, okay. Now next is acknowledgement policy. An acknowledgement policy imposes by the receiver, okay. And may also affect congestion. If the receiver does not acknowledge every packet it received, okay, it may slow down the sender and help prevent congestion, okay. Next is several approach are used in this case, okay. A receiver may send an acknowledgement only if it has a packet to send, okay, or a special timer expires, okay. A receiver may decide and to acknowledge only n packets at the time. We need to know that the acknowledgement are also part of the load, okay, in a network. Sending fewer acknowledgement means imposes less load on the network, okay. Now next is uh, desc- descriptive descripting policy, okay. Then discarding policy, okay. A good discarding policy by the router may prevent congestion and at the same time, okay, may not harm the integrity of the transmission. For example, in audio transmission, if the policy is to discard less sensitive packets, okay, when congestion is likely to happen, okay. The quietly of the sound is still prevent the congestion in prevented and elevated, okay. Now next last policy is admission policy, okay. An admission policy which is uh, quietly of several mechanism can also prevent congestion in virtual circuit network, okay. Switch in a few fast check for resolution requirement of a flow before admitting it to the network, okay. Now a router can deny establishing a virtual circuit connection if there is a congestion in the network, okay, and if there is a possibility of further congestion, okay. So uh, um, so by using these policies we can control the congestion before it happened, okay. Now in the next class we have seen uh, we are going to see the closed loop congestion, okay. Thank you.